Episodes 1 and 2 dropped on Disney Plus. Um, you know what? I think um, I think the series is interesting, I guess, but I don't know. I think my main complaint with the series is it's a little bit too much exactly what I expected. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. I didn't expect negative things or anything. I just expected a fine show that's like fun with Hawkeye, and it's like, and that's what I got. I did think that it was kind of a lame excuse to drop 2 episodes, because what really should have happened is this first episode should have been all about introducing our new character, Kate Bishop, who's played by Haley Steinfeld, which is great casting. She was great in Bumblebee back in 2018. She was great in that movie. And, even though that movie wasn't great, she was really good in that movie. And she held her own in that movie. So, something like this where she kind of has to give, like, more enthusiastic performances and kind of bring the emotion and stuff like that. She does a great job here. I think the first episode should have been focused on that character's dynamic. And the second episode should have been more focused on Hawkeye dealing with his demons after the events of Endgame. And then we should have had the episode end with the that moment where she's like, "Oh, you're Hawkeye." I guess spoilers. I'll put it in the title, but that should have been that's where should have been where these 2 episodes left off, because my main issue. My main issue relating to Hawkeye with Endgame, because I have a bunch of issues with Endgame. I really don't like Endgame. Was that Hawkeye does a lot of messed up stuff in that movie that's very much brushed past. And it's very irritating because he basically becomes a murderer, and the only time they address it is in that scene where Black Widow and Hawkeye are on that planet, and or not planet, whatever you want to call it, where they're fighting over the stone. You know what I mean? That is the only time they really address that he's basically a murderer and he's not a good person. And they address it a couple times that he's grieving over, Black Widow and stuff, but like they don't really address it, and I feel like it needed more time to address it and to address what's going on with his family and stuff like that. And we could have got more insight into his character. I didn't really enjoy that. And also I feel like these episodes were very light, a little bit, like on stakes. Like they're like, it feels like they're preparing us for higher stakes later in the season, but like he's like talking about how bad the suit is and how much crap it did, but he doesn't really want to say he's a murderer. And it's like, he is a murderer. He murdered people. Like, there's no way to slice it. He murdered people. It was, and I don't know. But I'm excited to see where the show goes, because I got these episodes were really fun, and they had good performances. I just don't expect anything above, like a decent, fun show, right? Because I'm not really seeing anything that makes me go, wow, this is a great show. I just see an okay show here. And that's nothing wrong with that. I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. I'd give it a good solid like 7 to 6 out of 10 kind of rating. I'm going with a 6 because it's really just middle of the road, Nothing too special, but fun enough to where I don't mind.